Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to show you how to draw this, basically a seamless pattern, but we're also going to use a macro that's really cool, and I've showed it off before, but I'll leave a link to the macro. It's a free macro by our friend Eskimo. If we take a six-sided polygon, and then I'm going to Control D and duplicate it, get the two-sided arrow and just bring it in a little bit using the Shift key, which helps it grow from the center. You don't probably have to, but I'm going to Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. I'm going to put my four-sided cross arrow on that and have it go right to that nudge or that node. Now I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to go from there all the way to the bottom. Now I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key, holding down my Alt key. The Alt key helps me draw this line. And then I can take away that and that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take away this. I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G. And I made a duplicate of it. All right. Now we just use the interactive fill tool, and I ended up using that purple, and I really like it. So I'm going to use that purple again. I'm going to get that dark purple, and I'm going to fill in that, and that. And ironically, for the first time, I think in a video, I'm just going to use the white like that right there. And then on this one, I'm going to go outwardly. I need to put that purple there. Put black on the end. Now, I missed it. I don't ever miss that when I'm drawing for myself. I guess I'm thinking in the video, I'm thinking the next step. You can use this handle right here to get your black more even. Now grab that one, go up, put black in. Wow. If you've got to hit that little box. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to use a gray. First of all, I'm going to fill it in with gray first. And if you remember, I made a duplicate of that. I'm going to use that gray right there, fill both those in. But then I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and I'm going to make it darker. See how I'm on one, but it's doing the other? Because that was the last one I did. So now I got to move over here and do it. So a lot of times I'll come off of it with a pick tool. I'm not so sure I like that. Maybe even have one side darker, I don't know. Now, if you remember, I made a duplicate. I want to get rid of my line, so I had it in mode. I just need a pick tool. And I'm going to nudge that over. And by doing this, I get that. Then I can nudge this back. Now, I want a line through there. So what I'm going to do is take remember I grouped it together, so I'm going to go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup All, and grab that line, but that line will be the whole line. I can either cut it, or I can go to Object, break the curve apart, and then you just get that line. Now I'm going to make it black, and I'm going to go Object, Order, Front of Page, and then you can make it thicker if you want. We've still got it selected. Let's make it like 2 points and kind of make it stand out. Now Control G to group it. Now we're going to use that macro. First, I'm going to make this thing 4 inches wide. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 4. I'm going to Control D and move it over. Control D, Control D, Control D. Now, I'm going to Control G to group those together. I need to move it, and I can very easily just make a duplicate and go like this and snap to it. But when you have to do a lot of them, you'll find this is going to be a little easier. I'm going to take my indexing line and I'm going to go from the very top. Let me get rid of all these. And the very top one in the very bottom valley. Now I'm going to use the macro that's going to tell me the distance between those two. So I'm going to select that one, Shift select that one, and we're at 3.464. Change our nudge factor to 3.464. Control D to make a duplicate and move it over. Now, remember they're 4 inches wide. We'll change it to 2 and we'll move it over and they're perfect. Now let's group these together. And if you remember our nudge, we don't have to do this, but 3.464 times 2. And then Control D and move it down and it's automatic. And it'll save you a lot of, if you know the distance. So I'll put a link to this macro. It's a free macro. Eskimo is a really unique guy that puts things out there. So you could have it like this, or you could have black lines throughout. I think I like that the best. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.